Avon calling.
Mhm. 'Oh, he's frozen.
Six, 5, 24.
Yes.
I have a rodent visit to my backyard every day.
You're not paying for it.
Hi, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hey, Steve.
Like,
How are you on tonight?
Jackie, you said you wanted to move it.
Rob, you have 7:30, correct?
I do. I've got a another meeting 7:30. I'm here now.
Okay.
But
So we'll go through the open meeting to the public and then we'll pass 2417 and go down to,
We'll do the resolutions first.
yeah, we'll go.
Why don't we move 8? Well, move 8 of 6.
After 5.
Okay,
And then we'll approve the bills after that.
sounds great. Hi, Rich.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Evening.
Hello.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This regular meeting of the Vernon Township Municipal Utilities Authority, August 15th, 2024 will now convene. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this regular meeting was provided to the public and the press on December 31st, 2023, delivering to the press such notice and posting same at the municipal building and filed with the office of the MUA as well as posted on the website. Stand for it. Salute to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a roll call of members and professionals, please.
Paul Carney,
Present.
Kristen Wheaton. Present. Dave McDermott.
Present.
Ed DeYoung.
Present.
Mark Bauer.
Present.
Tonight, Pat Rizzuto is absent. For professionals, we have Rod McNinch, our auditor, Steve Benoski, the engineer, Rich Funner, the attorney, Howie Leisure, the licensed operator, and myself, Jacqueline McCabe, the recording secretary.
Someone like to make a motion to open the meeting to the public for agenda items only.
So moved. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Right now, I do not have anyone wishing to speak.
Seeing no one stepping forward, someone like to make a motion to close the meeting to the public for agenda items.
Close. Second. Okay, good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we're gonna move to number 8 now.
Yes. Resolutions. Resolution 2418, authorizing the award of a required disclosure contract with Gem Electric for the renovations at pump station number 3. Someone like to make a motion to approve 2418, authorizing the award of a required disclosure contract with Gem Electric for the renovations at pump station 3.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Second.
Roll call?
Paul Carney,
Yes.
Kristen Wheaton,
Yes.
Dave McDermott,
Yes.
Ed DeYoung,
Yes.
and Mark Bauer.
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 2419, acceptance of the 2023 audit. updated by Rob. Someone like to make a motion to approve 2419 acceptance of the 2023 audit.
I'll move that.
We get a second?
Second it.
Roll call?
Yes, Paul Carney.
Yes.
Kristen Wheaton,
Yes.
Dave McDermott,
Yes.
Ed DeYoung.
Yes.
Wasn't there going to be a presentation on it as well?
Rob can give one if you'd like to have,
I don't know if we, I mean, there's no members of the public here either.
right?
Yeah, we can,
Can I, sorry to interrupt, guys. Can I just jump in real quick,
Sure.
Mr. Chair? All right, so we have, I think we have 4 regular members and then we have, and Mark as our alternate, right?
Yes,
Correct.
So Mark should be voting as well, because we
He
only have
should
4
be.
regular. Yes,
okay, sorry. So, and Mark Bauer. Yes,
Yes.
sorry, I wasn't sure about that one.
I
For the audit,
abstain. Sorry.
abstain, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure about that. Thank you.
And if you guys would like, I'm ready to give just a brief overview of the report and maybe some financial highlights if you have some time.
Sure, go ahead.
That's a good idea.
So we wrapped up our audit of the authority's 23 financial statements a few months ago. Financially speaking, the authority had a very good year in 23. We ended with 6.5 million in assets. Liabilities were 4.9 million, leaving us net position of 1.6 million, which is a $207,000 increase over the prior year net position. And when I say net position, think of that almost like net worth of the authority. Revenues, we came in 131,000 over what we anticipated in the budget. Expenditures, we came in under budget by 178,000, giving us a budgetary surplus of 309,000. When you back out the amount that we use to balance the budget, and usually we'll use some of our unrestricted net position to balance the budget, it gives us an overall net budgetary surplus of about 120,000. So a very good year, financially speaking. Audit-wise, we found the books to be in very good shape. Whenever you do a governmental audit, you're examining and you're opining on 3 areas: the financials, the system of checks and balances, and the compliance with various laws and regulations. On the financial side, we found the books, again, to be in very good order. We found that reconciliations were being performed on all the necessary accounts, and they were being performed in a timely fashion. On the internal control side, we felt that the system of checks and balances was adequately designed for the size of this authority. And more importantly, it was working as it was designed. And that's, yes, we know both Danelle and Jackie do a great job of making sure that, things are being signed off, things are moving forward in the order that we had planned for and we intended for. On the compliance side, usually we're examining areas of local public contract law, compliance with various statutes, as well as IRS compliance. Happy to report everything we examined, and usually when we do these examinations year to year, we try to mix this up a bit. Happy to report that we had no instances of non-compliance. We were able to issue unmodified or clean opinions on all 3 of these areas. We have no audit findings. Overall, again, a very good year for the authority. This is a very clean audit. Now, the resolution that was just passed, this relates to, I like to call it a housekeeping resolution. What it does is it's the board's acknowledgement that they've reviewed the findings in the audit report. In this case, there are no findings, but we still are required to do this resolution because this, as well as there should be an affidavit that gets passed around tonight, that gets submitted to the state of New Jersey along with the audit report, and that's a part of our annual submission. So beyond that, again, this is a very clean audit. We are heading in the right direction, financially speaking, and barring any questions from the board, that's all I had to report.
Does anyone have any questions?
No. No, I'm good.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Good evening.
Okay. Double back now.
Okay.
Resolution 2417, approval of the bills. Someone like to make a motion to approve resolution 2417, approval of the bills?
I'll make that motion.
Get a second?
Second,
Paul Carney,
Yes.
Kristen Wheaton,
yes.
Dave McDermott,
Yes.
Ed DeYoung,
Yes.
and Mark Bauer.
Abstain.
Approval of the minutes, 6/20/24. Would someone like to make a motion to approve the minutes from 6/20/24?
So moved. Second it.
At this meeting, only Paul Carney, Dave McDermott, and Mark Bauer were in attendance that are here. So Paul Carney,
Yes.
Kristen Wheaton,
Abstain,
Dave McDermott,
Yes.
Ed DeYoung,
Abstain.
and Mark Bauer.
Yes.
Thank you.
That brings us down to item number 9, administrator update.
So Danelle's not here tonight. I know that she's been sending the updates weekly to everybody to keep everybody in the loop and everything like that. I know that Steve's gonna be touching on some of the topics that are also included in Danelle's report. And there wasn't anything of significance that I needed to say tonight.
Okay.
In her absence.
Down to,
Howie is out, Howie's here.
that takes us to the license operator. Howie?
Yep. How you guys doing?
Good.
The only thing I gotta report is that we had a small break in the line at Lot to Cat. We had to dig that up. It was down probably about 6 feet. It was right at the 25, so that took a little while digging it up, but we did use a machine. We were allowed to use one. But we used that, fixed it, covered it back up. Not much of a leak. The leak that did leak out, I ran right back into the lift station, so that was a plus. I stopped down at the pump station 2 today with Paul. We tested the 2 pumps. Pumps were all good. They ran out what they were supposed to. And like Jackie said, I'm sure Steve might touch on to this, but we are scheduled for the 21st to do a generator test. The 22nd, a commutator test. They're going to plug the line and do a final hookup and startup on everything. If it's not the 22nd, I told Paul I would not like to hook it up on a Friday. So if they can't get it all going on a Thursday, it will be a Monday or a Tuesday, so that way we have the week instead of the weekend running it when nobody's on site. That's all I have.
Any questions?
The equipment that we use for self-repairs, is that our equipment?
Does somebody have it on in the background? The meeting on a different.
It's coming through Howie's,
Yeah. Do you want to mute for a second, please?
but I'm asking him a question.
But then he could talk. There he goes. That's better.
Yes.
And then he can come back on.
Did you hear my question, Howie? If you didn't hear my question, it was, do we have the equipment ourselves for self-repairs?
Do you mean the MUA or the department? We use the a small excavator from the road department.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
We have a shared service agreement with them or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And we,
No, we do for, I know we do for staff. I wasn't sure about equipment as well.
can you just mute for 1 second?
You can
Thanks.
question.
Yeah. So yes, that's how it works, and we can use their employees and stuff
Okay,
too as needed.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? All right, thanks, Howie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Just to the engineers report. Steve, what do you got for us?
Okay, so as Howie indicated, they did what I would call a preliminary testing, not quite startup, of Pump Station 2 today. All went, those things never go quite perfect, but it went well. so basically they tested the pumps with clean water and things of that nature, some of the electrical systems. It is not, again, I'm kind of repeating what Howie said. It is not accepting flow from the sewer system yet. That will hopefully happen next week, where they direct the gravity flow to the new pump station as opposed to the old pump station. So perhaps next week, the new pump station will be running. And at that point, the work isn't quite done. They will still have some site work to do and demolition of the existing pump station. But next week, it may be operational, accept and flow from the township system. So that is good news. The other item to report is we are finalizing the wastewater management plan amendment, which it's kind of a big portion, but it's a somewhat of an administrative portion of the sewer service area mapping, which was previously I'll say unofficially approved. It gets officially approved via the wastewater management plan amendment. And the first step is ultimately that is approved by the NJDEP, the same people who we worked with for years and approved, the mapping, but ultimately it's approved by that same department at DEP. But the first step is getting it approved by the county planning, and that should be going to them shortly. That's all I have to report, Paul.
Do you have any questions for Steve?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Hey, someone like to make a motion to open the meeting to the public for items not on the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I don't have anyone wishing to speak.
No one's to
Close.
Make a motion, someone like to make a motion to close the meeting to the public for items not on the agenda?
Mark made a motion. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioners' comments. Welcome back, Ed. We'll start with you.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
All I can say, it was a bad 5 months
He doesn't get it.
of uncovering an inflammation in my heart that I didn't even know was there. And about 3 weeks ago, I got the okay that it's finally gone. So I'm getting back to normal. Besides losing 20 pounds and losing all the muscles and
Yeah.
legs and stuff like that, I'm almost back to normal. And I appreciate all your guys' patience and support.
Oh, of course. They'll take care of the son. Most important thing. Right.
That's it.
Very good. Kristen?
Yeah, I just think, I thought that our audit report read pretty well. Just a couple of observations, that I think it's been, we're in good shape. Our assets exceeded our liabilities by more than $200,000 more than last year. But it is less of an increase, or less of a difference, I guess I should say, than the prior year's comparison. So we are kind of losing ground to some extent, as we've known from year to year that this was coming, but we're still successful in staving off a deficit. Second observation was that, while revenues have grown over the prior year, that we continue to underestimate revenue. Revenue that is growing revenue is really what we need to work on. And again, that gets into the assets versus liabilities. Revenue is what we need to work on. So again, just reaffirming the need that we have to grow revenue and grow our customer base. So, that's certainly what we've been working on, and, we know we have a couple good developments coming in, and, maybe there's more that we can do, with the community and with, Chamber of Commerce and the like, to keep that trend going. or to improve that trend, I guess I should say. And then the last observation on the audit report was that our expenses have reliably been below budget the last couple years. So that's very good, you know, that we don't spend more than we budget. So that's a really good thing. So,
Do a lot of research to find the best prices on things, Corby.
yeah,
Goodbye.
competitive quotes and yeah, that's great. Good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I met with our attorney and Janelle Bright approximately 5 weeks ago to discuss the feasibility of having separate billings for by usage for homes that have meters and continuing with EDUs for homes that don't. In that meeting, I presented a number of higher court cases from New Jersey to the general effect that MUAs such as ours have broad discretion to do to do billing in whatever way they seem to be fair and reasonable. We talked about the town of Newton, which has gone to a split billing system along those lines where they have EDUs and usage charges subject to a fixed minimum per unit. And at the end of the meeting, our attorney said he would go back to review the feasibility of this, and the trail unfortunately ends at that point.
Anything else?
That's all for me.
Dave?
I just, I continue, like I said, I like the updates that are being done. And I hope that this Legends comes together. If it's still in the sewer service area map, that should bring enough EDUs that would bring us more income and help, you know, hopefully stave off the debt and you know, pay bills. And it was good to hear a good report from the auditor. It's nice to know that the books and everything like that are Jackie and Danelle are on top of things, which is good. And that's it for me.
Okay, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. Jack and Danelle, I mean, you guys are on the front lines financially and you're keeping us in the right direction. So thank you. Good job, both of you. I agree the audit was good. But as Kristen said, we are kind of starting to slip backwards a little bit. I mean, which we all did know that would happen. But we do have around the corner, those apartments should be hooking up, I guess, within a year. And if got the other set down 94 that's supposed to go up. If Legends happens, that's a whole nother big amount of money that will be coming in. So I mean, you can see a light at the end of the tunnel. I just hope it's not like the tunnel the coyote always ran into on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
So we seem to be going in the right direction. It's just the time it takes to get things done. You know, Legends. I'm sure people involved there would like to open the doors tomorrow, but dealing with environmentally sensitive areas, and the DEP. I mean, we saw how long it took for us to get hooked up, but there is that little caveat. If it's new, you can sometimes speed up the process as opposed to something that's been sitting there for a long time, which I don't understand how that works, but apparently it does. So we just gotta, you know, keep our fingers crossed and hope that all of these things come to fruition. It'll put us in a much better financial situation. But that's it. I mean, we look like we're all going the right way and just keep it going as best we can. That's all I got.
Great.
Jackie, do you have an update on where the council might stand on these, the expansion along Route 94?
I have not, I don't have any further information from the meeting that we had with them.
From the federal government a long time ago.
Yeah, that's something unfortunately I'm not involved in yet.
I'll tell you what, it's some of that money, when it comes to those grants, if you don't use it,
You lose.
you lose it. They'll take it
I
away.
mean, I know we did the study, or Steve did the study on, what areas that benefit the most. Looked like we were gonna start out around, I don't know if it's Butternut or whatever the name of the development is out there, and start moving, but I didn't hear anything since, and I haven't been here in a while, but I haven't, I've seen the reports and I haven't heard boo.
You haven't been here and you heard as much as we did.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
That's a good point, though.
It seems like we should be getting shovels in the ground or something.
I'll make a note to include that in an update, the weekly update.
Yeah, sure.
Good. It's tough to expand sewage, so
Yeah.
you don't have water, so can't do one without the other.
Had plenty of rain.
And, I mean, all the other things, I'm glad to see that the pump station's in the home stretch too.
Yeah.
It's like waiting Christmas Eve for those presents to come. I'm like, let's go, starting to get itchy now. So for that to be over and done with. But, anybody else, anything else? Someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second it. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.